if you suffer from airport stress, then look away now. Shocking scenes yesterday at some of Britain's airports as ongoing staffing issues caused huge queues. Birmingham, Bristol, Stansted airports all affected. One woman apparently missed 2 flights because of those queues. Another passenger tweeted, get yourself here at least 5 hours before your flight. Because I think the current recommendation is 3, from the airlines, isn't it, Janet, is get there 3 hours before.
I know.
But
I could never, ever get there 5 hours before if it was a morning
Well, you could,
flight.
you just don't want to. You actually could.
Well, my flight to Australia was at 8:20 in the morning, and I thought 3 hours earlier is 5:20, and I can't do it, so I had to spend the money on a hotel room at the airport so I could walk from my room to check in. And to be fair, at Heathrow, the checking in process was, you know, painless. But looking at those queues, it's shocking. It's just shocking. I mean, during lockdown, all the airlines were telling us they were in danger of going under. All the airports moaned and moaned, you know, this is really going to affect our future business. And now we've come out of lockdown, and it's obvious that people are all going to go away and.
But then, do you not think we've expected a bit too much of the airlines and the airports, because you know it was decimated the travel industry, and then they've said, right, we've just got up and running again, and like all of us are like, hooray!
Yeah,
let's fly. Let's not expect anything. Yes. Let's not expect anything to have been changed since before the pandemic. But they have, you know, staff had left. Staff had then gone, well, actually, I've been laid off, and I've got another job, or I've been furloughed and I've got another job.
And it's still to do with COVID.
But hang on,
and a lot of them
theatres reopened after lockdown, pubs reopened, restaurants reopened. They all seem to be able to programme
but then you have particular issues with staffing, like security checks for security staff. I'm not saying that people in theatres and pubs and things don't do great jobs, but there are specialist jobs, aren't there, within airport security,
is this the result of
cabin crew,
civil servants working from home and a backlog in checks?
Apparently, to get the DB checks or whatever they're called, there is a backlog. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's fine if they're struggling or whatever, but it's like they know that if you've paid for a flight or if people are going on holiday, they know you want to get on that flight. So they've got you over a barrel, whatever the saying is.
Would you wait that long? Or
no,
I
think if you've got kids, like, well, it's hard to say no, isn't it? Because if you've paid and you're not going to get that money back, it's a complete waste of money, and people just can't be doing that. But it's just unfair to put people through that. If I was there with my kids, they'd be driving me insane. And if you had a baby or something, you just can't be doing it. If you're on your own, you can't send someone into the queue and go out.
What if you want to go to the loo?
I mean, actually, they're lucky it's not raining. It looks like a nice day. But imagine you're standing in the rain.
But then equally, if it's too hot, people standing in the sun, are they going to supply them with water?
I mean, I was defending them there, and I am, because I think it must be very hard for them to get going again. But I also have an issue of, like, don't offer us the flights if you know you haven't got the staff. You know, it's like when sometimes you go to restaurants, like on a Sunday or something, and they go, oh, we've run out of roast potatoes. You go, what? They go, yes, we get quite a run of them on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I go, well, what does that tell you?
I know.
Like, get more potatoes.
But you know what? It's not much better on the trains. I'm getting the trains here every week and home, and honestly, I have never known chaos like it. They're cancelled at the last minute. Or 2 trains were cancelled before mine last week. So 2 lots of people from those trains that were cancelled had to get on my train. Not my train, don't own it. But they got on the train and were sitting on the floor. And I actually felt sorry for the staff, because everyone's shouting at the people that are working on the train. And she was saying, we've got drivers off, we've got staff off because of COVID, because if they test, you know, positive, they're not allowed on. And it was just chaos. I mean, every week I go, what is happening?
But then when it's going to end, how's it going to get better? It's going to keep you...
We've had a statement from Birmingham Airport. Thank you very much. A spokesman said queues were managed and steadily moving this morning as we helped many of the more than 14,000 customers booked to fly out today. As always, we ask customers to arrive at the airport exactly when your airline advises. And to help us to keep queues moving, please remove any liquids, gels, paste, electrical items from your bags before you get to the security scanner. So I kind of take their point a little bit. It's like, it's
don't
awful.
Hold it up more than you have to.
But don't hold it up more than you have to.
To be fair, I do get annoyed with those people. I'm like, my liquids are out. When you see people rooting around, I'm like, you knew this was going to happen.
Yes, you knew this was coming. Let us know what you think. You know, have you had to stand in one of those queues? Has it put you off going on holiday?